Hello webpage students, and welcome back to tutorial number 4 where we're going to add content to our div. Remember, we are working in your index page and we copied some of these style sheets from a previous file located in the passouts my passouts file, and then we've added a bunch of different divs, and now we're going to place content in those divs. Remember, we put the divs in this div wrapper here that will take all of those divs and wrap them up nice and neat. Now these little lined areas are the div wrappers that you can see. If I go to live view, you can notice that those are not on there. So and the live view is what it would look like on the website. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to insert an image into our web page, and we want to do that in a couple of ways. We want to actually go to our image files, and we're going to look for that image file so we can insert them into our image file. The image files has GIFs, JPEGs, as well as PNGs, and you can use a PSD. For those of you who are not familiar with Adobe products, a PSD is a Photoshop file, and eventually maybe we'll work somewhat in a PSD. So I want to go to my Shears Design and into my images folder. Remember, we created all these folders at the beginning of last tutorial, and then I'm going to go down and I'm going to scroll into this PNG, and I'm going to open that PNG folder, and there's the Shears Design layout, which is our logo. So where this says alternative text, I'm going to type in the word logo, and I'm going to hit OK, and notice that that Shears Design logo appears all the way over there. Now that logo was already assigned for you. It's 257 by 50 in height. Now if I want to double the height of that and change that to 100, I can, and you notice that it gets a lot bigger. So that will allow you to go ahead and adjust your images size. Your images are sized how you actually save them when we put that in there. So for our first logo wrapper, we're going to have our logo in there, but we're also going to put in other things like social media icons. So what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll insert image, and then we're going to insert our social media icons. So we're going to go into images, and then we're going to go into our icons folder. We'll put Facebook in there, and it'll ask us for alternate text, and we'll click Facebook. We want to tab that over so it's in the div, and we're going to put the rest of the other 3 images in. You're going to put in Twitter, you're going to put in RSS feed, and you're also going to put in YouTube as far as that's concerned. But before we do that, we need to do something that we forgot to do, because look at where this Facebook image is. So remember, we want to put an unordered list. A list is how you order things, so we're going to put an unordered list. We want this to be our first list item, and don't forget your ending list code. And Dreamweaver did it for you, and you want to make sure that Dreamweaver automatically thinks for you a lot of times in your unordered list. So it automatically put that in our unordered list. So that is what it is. And then if we go to live view, that's live code, but live view, that's what it looks like. And it still has this little bullet, so we're going to work to eventually take care of that. Well, why don't you go ahead and put in the rest of your, pause the video at this point and put in the rest of your social media icons. So go back into those. Okay, we're back. Now there is your sheer image design as far as your four little social media icons. Now, this is interesting. I've got something wrong here, and it's really neat about Dreamweaver. You want to look, not live code, but live view. I don't want this little bullet list there because I apparently had a mistake in my code and I didn't even know where it was, but I went over in live view and I clicked off of it, and now it's the exact way that I want it. Now the next part of this tutorial, you're going to actually put in the home links for our new top nav div, which will be coming up next. Now as we're looking here, this is a little bit wrong. So what I apparently didn't do is I lost my div tag. I ended my div all the way up here. So I want to get rid of that div tag and I want to put it after that unordered list. So, and as always, Dreamweaver is kind of thinking for me. So I want to make sure that I do that. And then same thing down here, that I delete my ending tag up here for my div and I put it below my list. And so there's my unordered list, and then I'm going to put my div down there, and you should see that it should be fixed. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on this second div that has our hyperlinks, and honestly we're just going to put in a hyperlink like the link home. So what we need to do is we have our first unordered list, which, you know, that is an unordered list, so I want this to be a list item. So we need to fix this. So a list item, this is our ending list item, and then we want our unordered list after here. So that is our first list item. Now let's go in and let's put in our second list item so you can see what's going on here. So we want another list item. We'll enter that, and then what we're going to do is you're going to insert, and you're going to insert a hyperlink. And the next thing that we want to insert on our page is we want to make sure that we insert all of the links in the navigation menu. So we want to go ahead and we want to insert the products page. So we're going to actually capitalize everything, and then we're going to link it to our website. We're going to find our products. We're going to eventually link all these pages, and the title, we're just going to make it lowercase products just for consistency, and so we know where it is, and we hit OK, and it should appear, but what is going on? Oh, there it is. Okay, and then I have an extra ending div tag in here, so I think that might, if I delete that, that should get rid of that div. Now you're going to do the same thing. So where you have the one div for your logo, where you have the Shears design and all four social media icons, you're going to do your home, your products, and you're going to do the about page, the services page, the contact page, as well as those pages. So you want to go ahead and you want to add in all those pages. Okay, now you can see you have your home, your about, your products, and your services, and your contact information. Now we got a couple more things to do. We're going to insert an image for the slider for the banner. So you're going to go back to your insert, you're going to go to images, and then you're going to go to your image folder, and you're going to go to images, and then you're going to go to banner. You're going to put B1, which is your banner 1, and alternate text is banner 1, and hit OK, and there it is. And then you're just going to tab it over and end that div, and then the next part of the div we're going to start in the next tutorial because this one is getting a little long, and we're going to continue to put the content in. Good luck, and I will see you in tutorial number 5.